Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The Wealthy Mindset is yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. I want to do a yummy video for you guys today. But let me start off with something a little funny. One of my subscribers, his name is DERUBERMENSCH. He says, how many goddamn shares do I have to buy before I get a shout out, Mitch? So I'm giving you a shout out, my brother. That's the funniest comment in a long time. But so I'm giving you a shout out, my friend. You've been buying a lot of shares. And I want you guys to take a little look at this clip. And then we will continue with this video.
What about the unveiling of new vehicles? How are they doing compared to the likes of Tesla? I'm hearing something about a mass market brand that they're going to be putting to market soon.
Well, yes, they have a brand strategy to broaden their brand portfolio. NIO was launched as a more premium offer with a services-oriented business model, which is why they spent so much in battery swapping and in NIO House. So that spread a lot of their CapEx out, a much higher burden and more burdensome business model than a typical automotive company. But they do have a strategy to diversify the brand portfolio. There are two brands coming. I'm sure we'll hear a lot more about that in the Beijing Auto Show coming in April, which are more mid-market and more, I think, affordably priced. And they intend to expand, obviously, into other markets as well. So there are some growth vectors for them. Obviously, with you come in with more affordable products, that should widen the market for NIO.
Welcome back, guys. I hope you all enjoyed that. Remember I was saying that their tongues will be twisting in their mouth and they will change their rhetoric. It's a matter of time. You cannot stop an erupting volcano. This is what NIO is. NIO. This is from Investor Place, by the way. The same Investor Place that was bashing NIO for a while. NIO significant backing with a $2.2 billion investment and innovative technology signals strong future growth prospects. What? Let me say that again. NIO's significant backing with a $2.2 billion investment and innovative technology signals strong future growth prospects. Now they know this. They didn't know this before, you see. When you and I, with no degree in finance, knows this, now they know this. EV shares are beginning to win hearts once again. Is it? It's beginning to win hearts, he said. The same people who were bashing the EV industry, up until 3 weeks ago? The S&P 500 index performed well in February, in particular with its total return figure increasing to 7.11% across the first 2 months of the year. It endorses the 2023 result by building on last year's 24%. As long as the central bank is stable regarding interest rates, the indices will likely remain upbeat. Meanwhile, adding to these tailwinds, the EV industry is revolutionizing its offerings across several sectors. Excuse me, guys, creating a favorable environment for EV stocks. So this is why I kept telling you guys it's a game. On one hand, they would say it's horrible, the EV industry is slowing down, no one wants to buy EVs, and they get people to sell. Then they say all of a sudden, oh, there's a lot of tailwinds, and the uneducated investors sell, not understanding the game, not understanding that they change their rhetoric according to the wind. The global EV market is forecasted to increase. Listen to this very carefully, guys. The global EV market is forecasted to increase by 27.1% in 2024, reaching 17.5 million units. According to an analyst from Canalys, the growth is thanks to continuous adoption in Greater China. Listen to who they say first. Let me say that again. The growth is thanks to continuous adoption in Greater China, Europe, who is closely following us, like Norway. Because, sad to say this as an American, I must admit it, Europe has always been ahead of us. There was one point, no, let me rephrase that. There was a point in time when America was ahead of the game, but then Europe took over. China has now taken over them, but they are very close. Europeans are very open-minded people. And North America, we're last. With this robust backdrop, let's look at the quality EV stocks which trade at discounts. I'm just skipping through some of the FUD and the nonsense here, guys. NIO, the master. NIO reported a 25% year-on-year increase in the number of cars delivered in the fourth quarter. Now listen to how, when they're telling the truth, how it comes out. NIO reported a 25% year-on-year increase in the number of cars delivered in the fourth quarter of 2023. But the stock price, not the company, the stock price is still down 43.8% on a 6-month basis. What gives, he asks. NIO stock is declining, owing to broad weakness in the Chinese market and lower than expected quarterly results. Weakness in the Chinese market. The last time I checked, the Chinese economy has now surpassed us here in America. It is the #1 economy in the world. They did not overprint their money, their RMB. They do not owe anyone any money. In contrast to that, America owes China hundreds of billions of dollars. But they say the Chinese economy, NIO stock is declining owing to broad weakness in the Chinese market. However, CYVN Holdings, owned primarily by the Abu Dhabi government, recently decided to inject $2.2 billion into the company. The funds will be useful when the EV manufacturer decides to introduce Alps, which I said on this channel, a lot of that money was to speed up Alps and Firefly, which is running parallel to each other. People keep forgetting that. So when we release Alps, it won't be long after we'll release Firefly. This is my opinion. A new mass market brand competing in the 30,000 to 50,000 price range. We know it will be less than 30,000. We know that. The company wants to strengthen its already stellar lineup and further stellar lineup. I like this guy. He's telling the truth. The most advanced luxurious EV in the world. And further establish itself as a cost-effective business. NIO's second generation ES6, for instance, features the NIO Atom supercomputer, one of the most advanced in the industry for autonomous driving technologies. The ET7 model has a pioneering 150 kilowatt-hour battery, enabling it to go 650 miles on a single charge. Remember, the world was in awe when they saw this? They pretended not to see here in America. It's kind of like a guy walking down the street and see a really beautiful lady, and you take a glance, but then you turn away, you pretend you never saw. It's like that. That's what they did. They saw this phenomenal, beautiful battery. They pretended not to see. The new flagship model, the ET9, features a 600 kilowatt charging feature, getting ready for the most powerful chargers in the world, and will target the premium market. So, TipRanks gave us a buy rating with a 15% potential upside, which is juicy, he says, for those seeking quality EV stocks. I want to go further and say for those seeking quality EV company, the only quality EV company in the world with the only superior business model that will stand the test of time. Because I say it again, when the battery is degraded on all those other EV companies that does not join battery as a service with us, no customer will go back and buy a second EV from them knowing they got zero back. It had no resale value. So I hope you guys found this video to be informational and inspirational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to share this all over your social media to bring more awareness to the channel and to NIO. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we're waking up the middle class to get a piece of the pie. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.